Good morning. How are you, Mary J?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I get to talk with you, so that's a bright part of my morning. Congratulations on Power Book Two.
Thank you.
It's an extremely watchable drama. I mean, it is edge of your seat stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited because I've been a huge fan of Power before I even ended up on the show. So I can't even believe has happened to me.
I've seen the first two episodes, and it literally like peeling an onion. I mean, it's there is so much depth to each of these characters. Tell me a little bit about who you're playing and what she's all about.
Well, I play Monet Tejada, and she is a queen pin, a survivor, a mother, first of all, who's trying to raise her children as a single parent mother in a male dominated business. It's bad, so she's trying to protect her children, and she's really not a nice, she can't be a nice woman doing this because she's a woman in a male dominated world, business rather.
Do you enjoy playing kind of a bad guy, a heavy?
I love playing a bad guy. I love it. It's so therapeutic. It's so cathartic. It gets so much stuff out that needs to come out.
And you have an amazing cast surrounding you. I was blown away by Cliff, by Method Man. I mean, what an intense performance he's giving.
He's amazing, amazing as Davis McLean. It's wow. That's all I can say is wow. Go Meth. He's amazing.
Now, as a singer, do you find rhythms and beats in characters that you play? I mean, that you act?
Absolutely, it's all about the rhythm. It's all about being able to back and forth dialogue with someone. It's about the rhythm. That's what it's about.
And audiences tuning into to this, what are they going to be discovering?
Just a whole nother world. They'll discover that Tariq, it's all on him. It's his responsibility to clean up, be responsible for all of the mess he's made. And so yeah, it's that's it. Just it's all on him.
I mean, the writing on this is absolutely brilliant too.
Mhm. I mean, people have to watch it because you have to. A lot of people hated Tariq. So, but I think they'll see him, as a product of his environment, which was Ghost. Ghost created that monster, so that monster lives now. That monster is Ghost now. You know.
In our final moments together, are you back recording as well? I mean, you're a busy woman.
Yes, I am recording. Yes.
I can't wait. I mean, I love your voice. You've got such power
Thank you.
in your voice.
Thank you.
Well, you take care, and thank you very much for your time this morning.
You too.
Method, hi, how are you doing? I got you right in the middle of a drink.
I'm sorry, I was just getting wet my whistle. That's all.
I understand. You've been talking all morning. How are the interviews going?
Interviews are good. Interviews are good. This right now is the highlight of my day. I'm being interviewed by Tony from Talking Pictures.
That's right. We go way back. In fact, I can't tell you how far. We did the How High junket.
Wow, that
back
was
in the day.
Yeah, that was really spicy. Some people came in there. They didn't know they were dealing with two intelligent black men. They thought they were walking in on two stoners.
I'll tell you what. And it's a funny movie though too. It was a great film. And speaking of great things, I am so blown away by Power Book 2. Your performance in this is just fantastic. This role has been waiting for you, I think.
I believe so also. And but when it was presented to me, I kind of scratched my head at first, and then it hit me like, yeah, okay, yeah, I could definitely do this. Went in, auditioned, got the part.
The character that you play, I mean, obviously he's a high-powered attorney and all of that, but we're still trying to figure out if he's good or bad, and I think it's the perfect balance of both.
Yes, he's teetering on that thin line of morality. But I mean, most of the great lawyers do. Am I correct?
Jerry Spence was like that for years. So yeah, but he's also got a heart too, which he meets this young man, and just picks the case up, but is it for publicity? Is it because he really believes in the kid?
I think it's both. Publicity is great for his business, of course, but I think he sees a bit of himself in Tariq, young black man trying to figure things out. And he probably has a similar backstory, not quite as intriguing as Tariq's, but sort of similar. So he probably sees himself in this kid. And yeah, that's where the heart comes in at.
And let's talk about that young black kid, because Michael Rainey Jr. is an amazing actor.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He did a great job this season. For all the naysayers that hate Tariq, that's just a call to how great he did with this role. To watch his growth over 6 seasons and to see where he's at right now, he's going to surprise a lot of these naysayers.
But you've also got one of the best casts working right now. I mean, you've got Mary J. Blige, you've got incredible people around you, which buoys up the whole production.
Yes, not to mention the original cast members that are, popping up. Of course, Cooper Sacks, who I feel is like the Michael Jordan of power. I'm sitting there watching this guy work, and sometimes I forget that, I'm actually in this scene with him. It's like watching live television. Notori, brilliant. She, people are going to be very intrigued by her journey, her new journey, i.e. taking away all of the glamour and glitz and to see her stripped down to just this woman. And like I said, Michael, the Tariq character, we've seen that kid grow over 6 seasons, and it's going to be interesting watching him turn into a man.
Yeah, and in our final moments, though, with a cast like this, do you find it easier for you to get into that moment, where the cameras fade away and everything?
Yeah, what makes it easy? The fact that I'm informed, because I'm familiar with the show, a fan of the show. So, it's easy to forget everything else is there and to be in it, in a scene. And when you're working with someone like Notori, she makes sure you stay in it.
Yeah. And you've got, I think, one of the best group of crew too, your gaffers, your camera people. This is from the top down.
Yes, these guys go above and beyond, from Lionsgate to STARZ to grips to camera guys, producers, you name it. Even the stand-ins are excellent. They run a tight ship, and the thing that gives me the most pride is that Courtney Kemp is driving this boat. An African-American woman, who knows, like 10 years ago, this was unheard of or wouldn't even be entertained. Now it's the norm.
And she's amazing. She's just an amazing, pilot for all of this.
Yes.
Before I go, I've only got a few seconds left, but I also want to compliment you on your suits in this. You look great in Power Book 2.
Thank you. And I attribute that to costuming. You guys rock. Y'all know who y'all are. We're not going to get the names, but yeah, I can wear a suit, brother.
You can. The suit doesn't wear you. You wear it.
Thank you.
Method, thank you so much for your time, and it's great catching up with you.
Anytime, Tony. It was an honor.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Michael, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm a huge fan of Power, and I'm a huge fan of yours. I was just talking with Method about how terrific you are in this role. You've had a bit of time to get into the character of Tariq, but wow, you blew me away in these first 2 episodes.
Thank you. I'm glad I did. That's good to hear. Thank you so much.
Do you feel a pressure on you to carry the show? It's basically you now.
Oh yeah, I definitely, especially like when we first started, getting into it, I definitely felt the pressure. But honestly, like a lot of old faces from the original series came back to the crew. So once I seen some of those people, I was definitely a lot more comfortable. And then once I started working with the cast, our chemistry just got really amazing. Like everyone on set is just like a big family. So it makes it a lot easier for me. It's not as
I think you have one of the best casts on any kind of television right now, especially with Method and Mary J. Blige. And what a tremendous group of people to help buoy everybody else up.
Yeah, definitely. It's amazing. Honestly, I couldn't be more thankful to be working with Mary J and Method, man. And that's star power right there. That's amazing.
Yeah, but you're holding your own too. I mean, you know, your character is going through a lot of changes in this new series.
Definitely, you know, Tariq is he's becoming a grown man now. Like he has to, he's kind of forced to become a grown man. You know, got to make those grown man decisions now. So he's definitely going through a big change in his life. You know, as far as he has no one to turn to when he has to, you know, make a decision. He's like, yo, he has no one to ask. Like, what should I do? Like now he's just like, oh, should I do this? I'm gonna do it, and then you just got to like see the results.
Are you going to be hopping behind the camera a little bit and doing some directing?
I definitely want to in the future. Like I've been like when I'm not filming, like when we were filming and I wasn't when I wasn't working, I would come to set and I would just try to like shadow the director, like Eve Rivera. I shadowed him for a few hours. He was showing me the ropes of directing and stuff like that. So I definitely want to hop into the director's lane. So I'm gonna try to soak up as much knowledge as I can. You know.
Well, I think people tuning into this new series, they're going to be blown away because it is power, but it is power times 10. You know, and you're going through a lot. So congratulations on working with STARZ and Lionsgate and everybody else.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
All right, you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You as well.
This celebrity interview is sponsored by.
I'm Annette Civarella with Pia Anderson Moss Hoyt, Utah's leading entertainment law firm, serving clients nationwide. We provide solid, attentive representation, focusing on minimizing risk, reducing cost, and protecting the reputation and privacy of our clients. Our goal is to provide you with the legal representation you need to make the right decisions and to protect you and your creative works. Call or email me for a free consultation.